Argparse not recognized and incorrectly handled. I have some problems using Argparse. I want to have a set of names I can define on the command line which will influence the program's behavior. I tried the following snippet. But the code's behavior is anything than expected. I do not want to use the dash for those options, as I want to call my code like getStatus, without the leading dash. First, if I call the code without arguments, all the arguments are set to true, while I want them to be set to false if they are not given. The expected behavior is as follows, when calling as. I want alone, aloft and cont to be set to false, while when calling as. I want alone and cont to be false while aloft set to be true. Second, when I call for example python code.py alone I get, which I don't understand at all. I know how to use Argparse, but help with Argparse is greatly appreciated to get the above snippet working. Thanks. Alex? PS the if loop is just educational, not actually implemented that way.
When you see a command pattern like getStatus, getCommit, etc., we are talking about subcommands. To create subcommands, Argparse lets you use subparsers, which are essentially just like the main parser, take command line switches, etc. Define them like this. I've associated a function with each subparser, set_defaults func equals ... and thus the arg structure will have a func attribute pointing to one of the functions defined. We simply have to call it output of help.
If you want to make the first argument to your function mandatory, and limit the choices available, do it this way. Example usage.
Options are normally specified using a leading, for short arguments, one character, or a leading, for long arguments. Therefore, you should give your optional arguments 2 leading dashes.
When options in Argparse are optional flags, they should start with, like so. If we then add the code, we can demonstrate that your program will have the desired behavior. Either, if you want to have a subcommand equivalent to git status, add, commit, etc., then optional flags would not be the right way to implement it. You should instead use Argparse's add_subparsers functionality.
If you want to see a classical C++ script,